We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Chicago White Sox and the San Francisco Giants. Interleague Baseball comes your way next. Kevin Gausman, the native of Colorado, gets the start on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right. And if he does all those things, expect a real solid performance in this one.
Stepping in, Leury Garcia. And we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball one. Guys, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They come into this one looking to make amends for a loss last time out that put an end to a 7-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, this is a nice one. First game of a homestand. You played well on the road. You got a chance to grab a shower.
Meanwhile now, this is a fair ball down the line in left, and that ought to be good for extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Now that is the way you want to start a game on the road. He comes out swinging and stands at second as the first base runner of the night. Now we'll see if his teammates can pick him up and if they can punch first.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import Yoan Moncada, as he would look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. His career numbers against Kevin Gausman, he's 1 for 4. 2 balls and no strikes, the count to Yoan Moncada. And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Row, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy, works it. The only problem I think at times hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on that inside corner, outside corner. Not very consistent.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, is that as far as you're going on the outer half, he's usually going to tell you.
Outside and a full count, 3-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
That's a pretty tough spot for him to deal with in the first inning. Runner in scoring position already, and now he's got the 3-hitter salivating in a good hitter's count.
Hit back up the middle. On to first, and there are 2 down. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Yeah, you know I'm going to be watching Yasmani Grandal pretty closely. Looking at his stats, I was really impressed with the fact that he's hit 4 bombs in his last 10 games. Lately, he's been the guy to watch, and I think he's ready to do some more damage right now.
There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 5 homers and 19 driven in. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Trying to do way too much up there for what I can tell. He knows that.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. White Sox leave 1, and now we'll see what the Giants can do. Carlos Rodon, a left-handed Floridian, will get the starting assignment. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Slider laid off for a ball. And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. Despite that loss last time out, they've been one of the hottest teams around, winning 8 in a row before that.
Yeah, Matty, they're coming off a short homestand, a little 5-1 stretch in their last 6 games, playing confident baseball right now. Look for them to be on the attack in the early innings.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Mazara will drift over to his left a few steps as he takes it for the second out. And here's a look at the hometown Giants starting lineup in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matty, when Buster Posey's in this lineup, he's a guy you have to keep your eye on. He comes in hitting over 320, and to carry that kind of average, that's awfully impressive.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here. So here's Jose Abreu. He was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball that's outside.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
Now the 1-1 pitch. On a line, that's a base hit. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
That's what happens when a slider doesn't do what you want it to do. That was just one of those cement mixers, kind of just spinning but doing nothing. Nice job of punishing that pitch and picking up 2 bags on 1 swing.
And this will be taken in by Longoria for the first out.
The catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled away. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Breaking ball called just a bit low. Now the 2-1. A shot down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. And a pitch down that swung on and sent to second base. And that's the second out. Digging in, Danny Mendick, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. And he takes a cold strike 1. Abreu at third with 2 away. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to. Standing in, Hunter Pence. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. First pitch on its way. High in the air out to center field. Garcia is there to take it as Pence is retired on the first pitch he sees.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Chicago White Sox. And, guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Brandon Belt.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt, as he'll take a look at ball one. Rodon has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that. Pulled toward right center field. Mazara's on his horse. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up Buster Posey, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Batting it, the right fielder, Jalen.
To the plate now, Jalen Davis. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. One and one the pitch. Oh, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do a little bit too much right now.
And did he hold up? New inning set to get underway, so stepping in, Carlos Rodon, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now the pitch.
Ball, that's in.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Ooh, jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. Now the pitch.
Ball, down.
I don't know if that was discipline or whether he's just not swinging the bat at all, but hey, at least he's making the pitcher throw a few more pitches.
And he takes strike three called on the fastball. One gone. So 4 of the first 7 outs thus far tonight have come via the punch out. And you see there on your screen, his total places him third best on this Giant ball club.
Nope.
And that misses ball one.
Count 1-0.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Pence has a read on it. And that's the second out of the inning. Digging in to try it again, Yoan Moncada. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Oh, and he can't come up with it. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. Home.
Just about set to go here as the Giants come to bat in the third inning, and San Francisco fans have been fortunate to watch one of the best offenses around this season. They come into the day tops in the majors in team batting average, and talking with some of the players and coaches prior to the game, many of them told me that's something they take a lot of pride in. Batting average isn't as highly valued as it once was, but they said it's a clear indication that they're doing a lot of good things in the batter's box to help the team collect W's. Guys?
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Leading up for the Giants,
First delivery to him on the way.
Kevin Gausman.
Line towards center field. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. So a good start to the inning for the Giants. Leadoff hitters aboard.
Hey, I'm not surprised right here this pitcher mixed in a knock. Playing in the National League, he gets way more opportunity to work on his craft from the offensive side of the ball. NL pitchers definitely have an advantage in these interleague games.
Well, this is pulled in by the shortstop. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mauricio Dubon. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Popped up. Abreu has a play. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now back, second baseman.
So a runner at first with 2 away. And up next, the utility man, Wilmer Flores. Line towards center field. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
And from the list of stats you never want to hear if you're a pitcher, we have this. It's only the 3rd inning, and he's already allowed more hits than he did in his entire last outing.
So now to the plate, Hunter Pence, as he hits one on a line to left field. Jimenez has got it, and the side is retired. All set for the start of the inning. At the plate, Tim Anderson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case. Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. And here's his slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
There's one on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. Ready now, Evan Longoria. He singled his last time up. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Long run for the center fielder. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 9.
So one away here with the bases empty. And standing in now, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Brandon Belt. And right into the shift. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Lifted into center field. Garcia is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Here's Buster Posey now. First delivery to him on the way.
Oh, that's it.
This is in the air out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that in. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And one thing he stressed to me was the need for them to have better at-bats when they've got runners on base. They've had their opportunities with runners in scoring position, but still have 0 hits to show for it in those situations. He said repeatedly not coming through with a big hit can wear on you as a team, but in this sport, you have to dwell on the positives. He's confident they'll find a way to break through sooner or later.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Behind 0-2 now. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there.
Well, this team, they're swinging at everything, but that pitch was just a little too far out of the strike zone.
Hit out towards second. Flores is there. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that'll bring up Yasmani Grandal. Now the fastball is swung on and missed.
I know it's cliche and it's tired at times, but a well-located fastball down at the knees is still the best pitch in the game.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
1-2 to the White Sox catcher. The 1-2. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And now a pitch on the way. Soft liner to the left side. Off balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single. And as I thought might be the case based on how close that play was, they're requesting a chance to review the replay and decide whether or not to challenge the safe call. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Snap throw from the catcher. The 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Carlos Rodon is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Pulled toward right center field. After it is Duggar. But it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. And that ends the inning. A man left. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with their manager, Gabe Kapler, and he told me that they have to find a way to be more patient at the plate. 7 of their at-bats have resulted in first pitch outs, so he said they need to find ways to get better pitches to swing at early in the count. That, or change their approach and work themselves into deeper counts where they might get more chances to hit a mistake pitch. Either way, they're looking to make adjustments down here. Matt?
All right, Heidi, thank you. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
He's had great command of his pitches all day. I don't mind him trying to go down right there and try and get a swing and a miss, but a nice job by the hitter to lay off that one in the dirt.
2-2 the count. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Mazara's under it. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Kevin Gausman. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Again, he sends it out of play. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Line toward the gap in left center, and that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
He came to play today, not just only on the bump right there. He's thrown the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute and help this offense put itself in position to score some more runs.
Just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ready with the 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that'll get by into center field for a base hit.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Roll. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making the proper adjustments at the plate.
Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Man, that's a great take right there. Backdoor slider just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
Garcia calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out. Digging in and looking for more, Wilmer Flores. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Throw on to first, and the Giants will be turned away here. Back to the top of the White Sox lineup now, and stepping in, Leury Garcia. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Cold strike at the letters, 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Nope, outside.
Pitch popped up. Throw not nearly in time as he reaches it first.
I know he didn't smoke that one from the offensive standpoint, but you know what? A knock's a knock, especially to lead off an inning. Game tied, and it's getting late. That could prove to be pivotal.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Hey, this guy's done a better job than expected. He's made some bad pitches in the strike zone, but so far he hasn't gotten hurt by it.
2-1 to count. From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit sharply on the ground. Oh, look at the stop by Bell. On to first to complete the double play. And the next to bat will be Tim Anderson. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. On a line, that's a base hit. He'll get it into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. Nothing doing here for the White Sox. We are still scoring.
Leading up for the Giants, the left fielder, Hunter.
At the plate, Hunter Pence. As he can't make contact and is tied up here, it's strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Sent on the ground out to second. He's got it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Mazzara is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
The first baseman, number 9.
Ready for another chance. Brandon Belt. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Swung on and missed for the first strike. Line toward right center, and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far. So that'll extend the inning with 2 away and bring in Buster Posey to bat.
The catcher, number 28, Buster.
Stepping in now, Buster Posey. He swings and lines it to left. Jimenez has got it, and the side is retired. And now Now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Eloy Jimenez. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire.
Hey, sometimes you have to look at it like it's not how or how many. Pitching very well into this one into the late innings, and his first pitch strike percentage less than 50%. He'd like it to be a lot higher than that. He's making it very difficult on himself, but he's still getting outs.
Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. And he makes the throw to first. Abreu is retired, 2 down now.
The right fielder,
So 2 away. Here is the Sox bat in the 7th, and that brings up the versatile Nomar Mazara. And he lays off there, 1-0. No runs on 6 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Hard on the ground toward short, fielded cleanly. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is. Bottom of the inning now. Stepping in, Jalen Davis. It was a fly out for him in his last trip.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Garcia has it, and it's a quick out, number 1. So here now is the pitcher, Kevin Gausman. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Now in the box, Steven Duggar. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. One and one to count. Hit out towards second. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Now batting, not shortstop, Mauricio.
Into the box, Mauricio Dubon, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Liner towards second, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that's going to move that go-ahead run to second now with 2 gone.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
A ball and no strikes. Some action now in the White Sox bullpen. They'll stand up a lefty and a right-hander to throw. And, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone. Slow roller down the third baseline. And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late.
Yeah, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here. And here's the switch-hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
Not sure if this is a powerhouse pitching performance by both teams or bad hitting, but as we're moving late into this one, it's about time somebody puts something together to try to score a run.
Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
In the air now out to left field. Hence giving chase. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Up next for Chicago, Danny Mendick. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. In there, and it's 0-1.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Tried to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. One out, nobody on. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. James McCann will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one. Lined hard to the left side, but foul. Into the windup with the 0-2. Swing and a little blooper to center. Duggar coming in, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Yeah, he's gotten the outs when he's needed them and seems to be really comfortable pitching from the stretch. Hard to keep that up over several innings, though.
Now here's the Giants manager making that slow walk to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. Nick Vincent takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning. Standing in now, Leury Garcia, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. In the air, down the line in left. And they can't run it down. And he watches a called 3rd strike on the cut fastball that time, and that Jimmy Cordero is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So in now for San Francisco, Evan Longoria. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Mazzara moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. 1 gone here in the Giants half of the 8th. And standing in now, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Brandon Belt. He's set. Here it comes. Line drive to left. Jimenez is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. Now to the plate, Buster Posey. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is.
1-0.
And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. Here's the 1-0. A ball and a strike now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Cordero, a 6'4" right-hander. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Giants catcher.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll toss this one on to first as they're kept off the scoreboard. All set to start the 9th in this one. So here's Yoan Moncada. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. And it's 1-1. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And it's off the second archway. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
Wow, he was willing that thing to get out of here. Would have given them the lead right here late in the game, but it ends up hitting off the wall, and he heads into second with an extra base hit. We'll see if the next man up can come through in the clutch here.
Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away. Here's the first pitch. Eloy Jimenez comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Behind 0-2 now. Now the 0-2 pitch.
At the ball.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. And it's fouled away. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And he takes ball 1. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
And he fouls this one off. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Hit on the ground to short. Scooped up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. So now at the plate, Jalen Davis. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Jalen Davis.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Liner toward right center. And it's a base hit. So there you go. The potential winning run aboard to start off the home half of the 9th.
Leadoff base hit to start the bottom of the 9th inning right here. Everybody in the dugout on their feet. Top stepping it. We're going to see if he works a bunt, hit and run. I don't know. Maybe he's swinging for the gap and he gets to be the hero himself.
Alex Dickerson will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 12, Alex Dickerson.
This one's down to 3rd. The second for 1. And that didn't work out too well as the pinch hitter comes on to bounce into a double play.
The center fielder.
And that'll bring up Steven Duggar. Last time through was a base hit. From the stretch. He pulls this one into right. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting right there. 2-out base knock to put the winning run on base. Let's see if someone can catch a gap and end this thing.
To the plate now, Mauricio Dubon as he swings and lifts it in the air out to shallow right field. Mazzara will reach out. Trevor Gott takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Number 58, Trevor Gott.
So striding in, Nomar Mazara. He'll be the one to start things out as we begin the 10th. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike one.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
1-1 the count now. Pitch on the way. Mm. 3-2.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And possibly an interesting development here. It's a leadoff walk to begin the frame in extra innings. Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. And this one's down off the shoe tops, 1-0. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. So a big moment in the ball game here. Danny Mendick. And he could very well get the intentional pass here as that would set up a potential double play ball that might keep the game tied. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. Edwin Encarnacion will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 23, Edwin Encarnacion.
And here is strike one call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Now the 1-2 pitch. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance. Luis Robert stays in the game after pinch hitting, and he'll be patrolling right field. Jay Spry comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning.
Robert.
Here comes the first pitch. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike one. Fry is adjusting to the new normal as MLB now mandates that relievers reach the end of an inning or face 3 or more batters before being replaced. And for a one-time lefty specialist like this, that's a big change. Ready for another shot now. Hunter Pence struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Fouled off. from the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Takes this the other way to right, but this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out.
Third baseman, Evans.
Outfield shaded a bit to left center, the first pitch. And that's cut on and missed 0-1.
Well, he was definitely trying to end it with one swing of the bat right there, leaving nothing to the imagination. That's the problem sometimes. Everyone wants to be a hero in extra innings instead of just getting on base and playing it like another inning.
High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Going back is the left fielder. Gone! Santa Maria, game over. A solo shot here to left. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
Hey, when you get to extra innings, you're looking to piece together a rally or scratch any runs you can across the plate. But he says, hey, to heck with that. I'm going to do it with one swing of the bat. So a walk-off home run ends this thing in extras. That was fun.
Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, it was a real good performance, as you'll see by his final line. 7 2/3 good innings, and in today's game, that's very solid.
And that one run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. Trevor Gott gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Giants. 1 run on 13 hits. No errors. They left 11 men on base. For the White Sox, no runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 41 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance, 41,915. The Giants thank you for attending tonight's game at Oracle Park and remind you to please buckle up and drive home safely. Good night.
Welcome to your Saturday edition of Inside the Show. I'm Justin Allegri. Starting out in the NL West, the Giants grabbed 13 hits in the game as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 1-0. Eric Lauer grabbed his second win of the year as the Brewers pushed past the Diamondbacks 4-2. The Reds hit 3 long balls as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 5-0. The win was their 6th straight as a team. The Dodgers allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they bested the visiting Padres 3-2. Brian Anderson plated 5 on the day with 2 big flies as the Marlins took care of Atlanta 12-6. John Lester got the W and now has 5 this year as the Cubs defeated the Nats 5-2. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. Kevin Kramer grabbed 3 base knocks as the Pirates got the best of the Phillies 5-2. Paul DeJong collected a total of 4 driven in as St. Louis bested the Mets 7-4. Nathan Eovaldi got his 2nd W of the season, leading the Bo Sox to the win over the rival Yankees 6-4. The Tampa Bay Rays combined for 10 hits as a team as they stole a win in extra innings over the Rangers 5-4. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim went deep 4 times as they blew out Baltimore 10-2. The Tigers knocked out 10 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Indians 9-4. The Twins sent 3 balls into the seats as they dethroned the Royals 10-4. The A's got 11 hits overall as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 5-4. Jose Altuve plated 3 runs on the day as the Astros disposed of the Mariners 6-2. He is currently among the AL leaders in batting average. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all season long.